Hey, all right. So I just want to recap this Ti Lite replica video, what is copy, fake, whatever and show the comparisons of the replica, fake, copy compared to the real one. Once again, do an update on it because it's been a while since I made this video. This is the fake. Still works good. You see that lock up? This is the major concern right here. You see, it's only touching right there, but it's locked well. Got a snap there. Still locked good, but you hear this click when you unlock it. Okay, and this is a second one. That's the first one. This is the second one. See the centering on this one right here? It's okay. The centering on this one. This one got bad centering. So we go to the left. There's this one. Okay, good centering. But at the same time, got good lock up. This is the one I barely use. I actually use this one right here. So but this is just a secondary one. I like having two of them. They were $25 from DH Gate. They needed repair done to them. The differences in them versus the real one. The real one got cold steel embossed. It's got a finer knurling on the thumb stud. It's got better checkering on the liner lock. And the lock makes 100% contact. That's 100% contact. See, that's flush. That's flush with that tang all the way. Okay, even if it's all the way over here or just over here just a little bit, even right there, it's still 100%. Okay, but this is proper lockup right there. That's 100%. This whole bar is making contact with that tang. Whereas this one's only making a small amount, like a liner lock, but it's enough to give a good solid lockup. Okay. See the rings on the replica versus the rings on the original. The original also has more aggressive stippling or jimping on the tang snags for the waving, whereas this one doesn't. It's real smooth. You can rub your hand on it. It won't hurt you. But this one, you rub your hand on it too long, you're gonna be getting some skin peeling off of it. And it's pretty much everything else is pretty much the same. You got different handle scales. Then this is modeled after the first handle scales, and it's not a bad blade if you want to spend $25. Because there was one gentleman, he made a comment on my channel. He said in his country this knife is $25 just like it is here, coming from China. But this original, on the other hand, was over $150. I think he said 180, but I know it was over 150. And he said he got one of those and 102 of these, but he still got one of these. And I don't blame him for $80 just so he can have an original. I can see why he, didn't have a problem buying the copy. It only made sense to me. That's the whole purpose of it. Go ahead and get yourself a copy. If you're having a hard time affording the original, just know that you had to make the little adjustment up in here with a file or some kind of sanding device to make this tang. You gotta take a little bit off of this and just angle that tang a little bit so that you can get a lock up and put a little groove in there for it to set in. That's what I did. Okay, it's a good knife. I tested, I threw it into wood and all that. on a video to show that it still holds up after you do that. You know, and we all know that wood ain't as tough as a human body. I mean, a human body, excuse me, isn't as tough as wood. So I got a couple of them. You know, got one for me, one for my son. Then I got some of the other cold steel products, and then he also have this this little one right here. This is a replica, also. This is a knockoff. That's what the term is most likely used today. This is a knockoff. I seen it on the channel where the gentleman bought his son one, then he bought him the real one. But see, look at that. It's just barely locking up, but it's locked up though. Okay, but it's not locked up much at all. Whereas this is the original 4-inch, and just like the bigger one, you got 100% lockup. All of that metal is touching that chain. Whether it's here, a small lockup, or whether it's a full lockup, you got 100% contact. This liner lock is the triad lock of liner locks. Whereas this would just be like a standard contact for a liner lock. You know, here's the other one. That's this one. Okay, and then we got this one. See, so they just not giving you the best lockup. You have to fix that lockup if you're into these replicas. And I really don't recommend people getting them unless they have to, or unless they just want to. If you want to, nothing can really stop you. But if you do, I just think it'd be better that you hopefully you'll be lucky like I did and see this channel, or the guy who I saw channel, to learn how to make the repair so that you won't have to worry about it. Because this thing, when you first get it, all you gotta do is just tap it like that and it will fail. Just a little small tap like that and it'll fail. You know, and you won't know it until you tap it. It fails just that easy. It fails and snap back, fails and snap back. And if you hit it too hard, it will fail and snap and close your fingers up. And nobody wants that, you know. So yeah, it's a good little knife. It was $25 when I bought them from DH Gate. To me, with the little minor repair that I had to make, it's worth it. But I still know that it's nothing ever going to compare to the original, and you still have far more confidence in this original, especially this 4-inch original. I wouldn't even be bothered with the 4-inch knockoff. It just, even though it comes in, it does have a lockup already. You know, it's just not the same blade steel and toughness and all. But if you feel like you want to get this was $5. Okay, so you probably can, for $20 you can get 3 or 4. You can get 3 or 4 of these, you know, for $25. About 4 of them, and 3 of them for $20, because you're gonna have to pay a little bit of cost for shipping. So yeah. So if this is what you want, just the look of the knife, and go ahead and get that. But if you want the real deal, this is the real deal, and you ain't gonna go wrong getting the original. Peace, take care, thank you, and have a good day. All right, peace, YouTube.